Women don't view attraction how us men view it. I'm quite sure you've been taught and told growing up that you should go above and beyond, that you should roll the red carpet out, take her to a nice fancy restaurant down there, treat her like she's the world, give her what she deserves, that her attraction for you will skyrocket. But that actually has a negative effect. It has the opposite effect. So for all you guys who think that, well, let me take her on this nice trip. Let me be a stepdaddy. Let me do all these different things to show her that I'm the one, that she'll eventually appreciate me. What's going to happen is she will take you for granted every single time. That's because women want to be with the guy who they view as superior to them. So if you really want to boost a woman's attraction really fast, quick, and easy, what you need to do is see yourself as more valuable, number one. Because when you do, she's going to say, oh, I have to work for that guy. See, you've probably been told, oh, the man has to do all the work. The man has to do all these different things, jump through different hoops and win the girl. That's not true. Because who do women usually choose? They choose the guys who do none of that. They choose the guys who aren't chivalrous, who aren't generous, the guys who practically ignore them, who don't really care about them, right? So that's what you need to do. You need to show her that you are better than her. And if you want to do this, you need to, number one, relax on the texting. Because texting a woman a ton, what that's letting her know is, number one, you have no options. Number two, you don't have much of a life. And number three, she is the only girl that matters. And truth be told, women don't want to be the only girl in your life. They love players. They love guys who have other women. This is how it is. The quickest way to boost a woman's attraction is by playing it easy. Relax. Be cool. Don't try to come in hot. Don't try to over pursue her. A lot of guys have been having this issue as well. They really like a girl, and what they start doing is they start texting and calling her and trying to talk to her every single hour, minute of the day. That's not going to boost her attraction. See, contrary to popular belief, you've probably been told that, oh, women want a guy who's going to share his feelings, who's going to communicate all the time. No, they want a guy who's not going to share his feelings and show his hand. They want a guy who's aloof. They want a guy who's busy. They want a guy who they have to wonder about. This is how you boost a woman's attraction over time. And what's going to happen is, if you continue to show her that you are high value, that you are above her, that you're a busy man, that you have a lot of things going on, she will eventually come around. She will say, man, this guy, something about him really attracts me. And what that is you just showing her that you are number one. Women don't want to be number one in your life. I know you've been told that, oh, she's the queen and she's my equal. No, women don't sleep with guys who are their equal, right? They despise guys who are like that. That's because women instinctively want to mate and have sex and date and procreate with and be in relationships with men who are better than them. This is how nature is. So if you honestly think that, man, let me go out here and take her to this nice restaurant down the street, or buy her a whole bunch of drinks, let me try to take her out and do all these different things, you know what's going to happen? Her attraction for you instantly will go down. Now, she won't tell you this, and she doesn't even know how to relay this message to you. But I'm going to relay it to you. And I'm going to tell you, you need to relax when it comes to women. You need to let them come to you. Now, I know a lot of you have heard that, always go to a woman, pursue her, chase her, and continue to chase. And eventually she'll give up and see that you're such an amazing guy. That has an opposite effect every single time. Because what's going to happen is she's going to say, oh, this guy is a creep. This guy is weird. This guy needs to chill. He needs to relax. He's all on me. And you know who she's going to go for? The guy who's aloof. Indifference is key when it comes to interacting, talking to, and dating and hooking up with women. Because they want a guy who says, I'm better than you. And if you show her that you're that guy, what'll happen is her attraction for you will instantly boost. It will skyrocket. It will go through the roof. She won't be able to help it. She's gonna be like, man, this guy, I haven't heard from him. I haven't heard from him in 2, 3, 4 days. What should I do? Let me go to him. See, a lot of guys think that women are like these magnets that let me talk to you. Let me show you that I love you. Let me do all these different things. And she's gonna come around. No, she'll only come around for what you have. And a lot of guys get this confused. This is why I say when it comes to attracting women, men have not been told how to do it. They've been told that, do all these different things. Show her, continue to show her, continue. And what happens? She usually leaves that guy because she's bored. Or she's like, oh, this guy is giving me everything I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bag off. I'm going to, go deal with a guy who's not giving me everything I want. See, women view us as dragons that they can slay, believe it or not. So if they feel as though that you're going to give them everything, they'll take something. And after that, they're like, okay, I'm going to go on to a new dragon. And if she can't slay that guy, what's going to happen is she's going to stick with them until she can, right? So if you want to really boost a woman's attraction, all you have to do, and it's especially for guys who set dates for women, who say, oh, let's get together this day and this time, and she confirms and she flakes. If you want to boost her attraction, if you have over pursued, if you have came in hot, if you have went above and beyond and all of a sudden she became distant, what you need to do is pull back, relax, go ghost, go deal with other women. Then you'll see the results. You'll see that she's going to magically just come back around. But if you think that I'm going to always be there, I'm going to always be that guy who's going to be her shoulder to cry on, what's going to happen is she's eventually going to take you for granted and she's going to leave you. Guys, it's no coincidence what women say, oh, I want a good guy. I want a nice guy. I want a guy who's loving and kind. But guess who they always choose? They choose the opposite. They always typically go for that guy who does none of the things that she says she desires and wants. That's because she's trying to follow society's norms. Women, what makes them tick is a guy who knows who he is, who values himself. And you know you don't value yourself as a man if you're trying to prove that you belong in her life. Women don't want a guy who's trying to do all these different things and show her, and because trust me, she won't value him. She'll value what he's doing. She'll go on that trip. She'll take all those shots and drinks. She'll eat up all your food. Then she's going to say something is off. And then she's going to go drift away. And she's going to do that over and over again until she finally finds a guy who loves himself. See, guys, if you really loved yourself and you cared about yourself, what would happen is that particular woman, she would never be number one. And you will be never afraid of her leaving. Too many guys, they fear the woman leaving. This is why they do all these different things, as opposed to a woman doing all those different things. The way a woman views attraction is totally different from what you've been taught growing up. Okay? They don't view it as you coming in, being a generous, kind, chivalrous man. Because who do they go for? They go for a guy who's not kind. A guy who is kind of stubborn, a guy who's an a-hole, a guy who's doing his own thing, a guy who has other women. See, most guys think that women want a guy who is ready for monogamy, a guy who's single, a guy who's will always be there and ready to settle down. But eventually, who do they get with? They'll get with that guy who's ready for monogamy, but they'll drift off. That's because that guy has given her what she wanted. So if you really want to boost a woman's attraction, all you have to do is relax. Let a woman know by your actions that you are better than her. Let a woman know by your actions that she's less than you. And you will see the results. Her attraction for you will skyrocket and it will stay up here.